let's go this way. Oh, fuck. Jesus, girl. Okay, Ulysses, you look very menacing in the dark right now. Hello? Okay, we're just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna ignore that. I can't get over that that's there. There's another one. At this point, I must have close to 1,000 unread emails in my inbox. 1,000 unread emails. Ask her about it. Are these emails in relation to your job? Yes and no. About a third of them are actually worth my time. Otherwise, it's startup companies trying to strike a partnership, or my clan leader ragging about my work ethic. Is your clan leader involved in your company? Barely. That does not stop her from having an opinion, though. Not sure what exactly I should say to that. Winona complained about the various ways her clan leader would nag her. In all honesty, this lady just sounds like a doting grandma. Oh, it tells you if they would like it. Okay, cool. Would you like a nice expensive jacket? I'm genuinely impressed. I've always wanted something like this. It's a shame more people can't have your level of taste. Winona loved your present.
Okay.
I've been thinking, what does it take for the ultimate entrepreneur to earn that sort of title?
Oh, really?
Doubting my abilities already? That's fine. I welcome a bit of curiosity. Observe. As she said that, she began to roll up her sleeve. A bear had been tattooed on her left arm. Stripes and arrows encircled the animal, weaving in and out of a mesmerizing pattern. Like what you see? It's impressive, to say the least. From what I remember in school, bear tattoos are usually symbol of... A bear tattoo symbolizes leadership, right? Mm-hmm. My business acumen surpasses that of everyone in my clan, even the leader herself. Hand me $100 and I'll turn it into $1 million. I see. What's the method behind it? Your success, I mean.
Let me see.
Method? I'd say there's no one method to success. More like a complicated web of skills.
Right.
Those being...
Nope.
Nothing you could grasp.
Come again?
What do you mean? I'm saying you aren't smart enough.
Hey.
What the... If you actually had the brains for business, a few key things about you would be different. For instance, I wouldn't have had to introduce myself. Is she just bitter I didn't recognize her?
Now.
Consider it a quirk, though the absent-mindedness. Most people assume a debater would be knowledgeable in many topics. So it's surprisingly charming when the ultimate debater knows next to nothing.
That's not it.
I just scrape everything from memory once I've won a competition. It's how I prepare for the next. If anything, don't you think it's pretty ironic to call me ignorant? When you don't even know what it's like to be a debater. Nope. Huh? Unlike the average debater, who spends most of their time wasting away as a second-rate political commentator, when they aren't attending useless competitions, that is.
You can't keep me down.
As the CEO of the country's largest agricultural company, I expect a noteworthy debate every day. Comparatively, people like yourself have it much easier. Well, there's your answer. What? You wanted to know what sort of skills are required for success, so I gave you an example.
Love it.
Conversation skills. Knowing how to navigate any kind of exchange, in our case, an argument, goes hand in hand with turning a profit.
You think?
I wouldn't consider that much of an argument.
Oh, really?
True, you buckled a lot faster than I was expecting. In doing so, you forfeited any power you had in the conversation. Were we two rivaling companies, shareholders would have interpreted that as a sign of weakness and deemed you the more volatile investment. In the world of business, the winner is the one who gets the last laugh.
Honestly?
All that being said, I'm completely indifferent to debaters. I don't care whether or not you recognize my name either.
Seriously?
Then why the hell did you treat me like an idiot?
What can I say?
Because our companies were competing for investors. FTE complete. Page 2 of Winona's report has been updated. Well, when I figure out how to open that, I will be sure to look at that. Normally you get 2, don't you? I still have a bit of time left. What should I do? Okay. Oh my god. I think I write like that when it's like I'm scribbling stuff fast. That's usually the symbol of someone who writes fast, right? This is the type of signature my mom gives, and I tell her that literally looks like nothing. And she says, no, it's a signature. It's like that. You cannot tell who that is. Exploitation films and ARGs. Pop-Tarts and... Bitch, you don't like Pop-Tarts? Oh, shit, girl. Hey, girly.
Hello.
You're staring. Is it worth speaking to Ava? Yes, give her company.
Really?
Are there really no better places to spend your time? It's not so bad down here. When I'm bored, I just count the number of water stains on the wall. Would you like to give Ava a present? Might as well. I don't know if I have anything you might like. I do have something. I have like one thing, luckily. Would you like a camera, darling?
Thinking.
Cool.
Thinking.
This will be very useful. My son just thinks the world is his oyster. He has no respect for technology. He has no respect. No respect. You climb all over my stuff. This stuff was more expensive than you because I found you outside. Ava liked your present. All right. Oh. Ava stood there silently, a depressed look on her face. It's interesting. What is? When I first imagined meeting new Ultimates at Eden's Academy, I expected them to wear their titles with pride. But for you, that couldn't be further from the truth. It doesn't fit well.
Eh?
What do you mean? My ultimate talent. Nothing about it fits. If you throw away the ultimate part, you're left with a corny term which barely defines what I actually do. You good at math? I mean, I guess that's the barely defined part. And that is...
You see.
Well, general math, but more than that. Science, literature, aerospace, engineering, textbooks. All of those things which are leagues above trivial math competitions. The trophies I win relate to math in particular, yeah, but there's no depth to the word mathlete. It doesn't cover most of what I do.
That's...
Hold on, science and literature? You're knowledgeable in those fields? Well, I'm not really well known for my achievements in those areas, but I do consider myself a bit of an expert regardless.
So.
I'm like a jack of all trades.
I see.
Ah,
However.
it's not as if anyone really sees me that way, though. Earlier this year, I wrote a whole paper on an obscure subgenre of Western speculative fiction. I spent weeks on it, expecting it to receive a lot of attention from literary critics.
Where?
But when I published it, no one cared, even though I was an ultimate.
Right.
Well, your talent isn't really related to writing. You mentioned science, too. I guess that didn't go over well either.
No.
None of it went anywhere. I could write a research paper on theoretical possibility of light speed travel, but no one would care because
I see.
you aren't a scientist.
Correct.
Exactly.
You see.
Do you see what I mean about my title being ill-defined? I've been forced into this little box, and no one cares about anything I do unless it involves high school math competitions. It's like I'm completely invisible to them. I suppose that would be frustrating, yeah. I guess having less scrutiny does help with one thing, though. No one pays attention to the skeletons in your closet.
It's the truth.
Sometimes even literal skeletons.
Eh?
Really?
No.
No, I'm lying.
Interesting.
You're a lot more gullible than I took you for.
That's not...
To be fair, you did fool everyone with your cover-up talent. That's true, I guess. I can't blame you all for buying after it.
Really?
Is that another joke?
Not sure.
Perhaps. This girl is weird. I guess living in the shadow of your own ultimate talent does that to you. That's a good, like, It's like things being like known for one thing, and it's like it immediately discredits everything else you want to do. And like that's it's an interesting like narrative thing. It's like the ultimates are essentially people who are put into boxes. Like this is what the thing that they are known for is literally what they are going to be expected to do for the rest of their lives. And the moment that they falter in that or try to do anything else, it's not going to go well because people only expect one thing from them. It's kind of like when you see music artists gotta tap into other genres after being known for a single genre, but they want to experiment. And like that's usually a sign of a really good artist, someone who wants to be a jack of all trades in a lot of different genres. But then you'll have fans who just like, I don't like this. Why don't you stick to pop music? Oh, I don't like this. Why don't you stick to rock music? I don't like this. Why don't you stick to country? Stuff like that, you know? The hours came and went until eventually... I'm telling you, doing this at night is gonna be is a terrible idea. Sunkiss, what are you doing? Sit. Down.
Nighttime is officially upon us. Please return to your dorm rooms and prepare for a good night's sleep. Or don't. I'm not your parent. Just remember, tonight could be the night which changes your life forever. Whether that's for better or worse is for you to find out. Good night.
Let's see if Toads are accepting requests. A meeting at 8 p.m. in the boiler room. All right, let us go. I can't get over the fact that there's 2 splotches of blood in that hallway that leads to the pharmacy, and they're like, we can't say anything about it. Well, no one is here. Maybe I'm early. I'll give it a couple more minutes. Jeez, I wish I had my phone. I packed it in my luggage, but I left the bag on the train. There was so much important stuff in that bag too. Not just my phone, but my wallet, my laptop, basically all my personal information. Whoever took my luggage just destroyed it. That would be the merciful thing to do. Okay, it's been long enough. There's no way Tozu didn't see that note. Did he just ignore it?
Damn it.
Damn it. Damn it.
Good evening.
Cheerio. Whoa.
Why the long face?
Oh, well, you said it. Don't tell me. Did you think I stood you up?
Rubbish.
So impatient. I am a very busy headmaster, you know. Always sifting through boring documents about this and that. Yeah, sure. He was quick to accuse me there. Did he hear me from outside?
Anyways.
Anyway, if you're here, that means you saw my message, right? Ah, yes, this sticky note. Watching you enact your little scheme was like watching a child draw its first stick figure. Simply adorable.
How interesting.
I must say, I'm surprised you requested to meet here, of all places. In such a quiet area. It would be very easy to hide a murder. Aren't you worried I'll hurt you? No, not really. This is a killing game between students, isn't it? If the host got involved, it would defeat the whole point. Also, if you wanted to kill me, you would have done it back when you kidnapped me. Makes sense. Anywho, you wanted to ask me about the murder motive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to know why you decided to give Wolfgang's blackmail to me.
I see.
Why you got Wolfgang's blackmail? Oh, that's easy. It was decided by a round of dart throwing.
Huh?
What? Mara and I wrote your names on a board and on some darts. Your dart just so happened to land on Wolfgang's name. So, you got his blackmail.
Seriously?
Are you serious right now? Were you hoping for something more dramatic? Phew, this is real life, not a movie. Plot twists aren't just hiding around every corner. Well, how did you even find this information? Toshiko's blackmail was something she did as a little kid. That's really specific. And whose fault is that? Oh, and whose fault is that, What? We aren't mind readers here. We only know this information because you lot can keep your mouth shut. Our mouth shut? Really, what did you think would happen? The moment you share something with another person, you've forfeited that information to an eternal game of telephone. No secret is safe. It doesn't matter who you trust. Deep down, everyone's a tattletale. And if you've made enough of a name for yourself to spawn a few search results,
Isn't this lovely?
well, that certainly doesn't help. Then what about the content of Wolfgang's email? Give me a refresher. I forgot what we wrote for that one.
Right.
It says, like father like son, beneath the sheep's skin hides a wolfish mind.
I see,
Oh,
I see.
right. So you want to know what it means?
Plot twist!
Obviously, I won't tell you.
I know.
I'm not asking you to tell me. I just want a hint to help decode it. Think of it as a reward for my efforts. I went out of my way to arrange this meeting, you know. I'm probably the only student who values your input. Sheesh, smells like a teacher's pet in here. I know, I was about to say that. If I didn't know any better, I think you were just desperate for attention. Can't say I didn't try.
Pathetic.
Use that noggin of yours, will you? Huh? Don't overlook the principle of parsimony, my friend. The likeliest answer is usually the most obvious. For all you know, the answer you seek has already revealed itself.
Moving on.
So, is there anything else you'd like to ask? No, that was it.
Well done.
Then I'll see myself out. You should get back to your influencer friend too. It isn't safe to be spending the night alone. Go on. You leave first.
Jeez.
Okay. I hurried out of the boiler room. Turns out that weirdo wasn't completely useless after all.
I see.
The principle of parsimony, huh? If the meaning behind Wolfgang's blackmail has already revealed itself, then only one thing comes to mind. The class trial. Could the key to decipher be the strange way Wolfgang was acting? Even if that were the case, what leverage does that give me? The other students witnessed the same thing I did, and yet, now they treat Wolfgang as their leader. I hate this. I should never have come to that dickhead's defense.
Oi!
Ugh, damn it. Could you go any faster? I can't stand to be with her any longer. Huh? Was that Grace? Sounded like she and a couple other people were right on the corner. Shit, I can't let them see me.
Come on.
Come on, hurry up.
Actually,
I'm trying to go as fast as I can. I just have a lot of stuff. Mike, what? Did you pack an entire museum in there with you? I wish.
be careful.
There's no need to make such a fuss. We can solve this without unnecessary conflict. There's no conflict. I'm just telling this slowpoke to move. What the hell? I can hear you guys from inside my room. What are you doing?
What?
Ulysses is swapping rooms with Grace. He's bunking with me now.
Yes.
I think the change will be better for the both of us. It's a win-win situation. We're both getting something good out of this.
Remember the name.
Unless anyone in the greater group has objections. Not that I'd listen. It's official. Wolfgang and I are bunk buddies. Right.
Hey.
Wow, this is the first time I've seen Grace so happy. Wolfgang's easier to deal with, that's all. Less annoying and stuck up. He's good with words, too. Real cunning with his linguistics.
Nasty.
You're so transparent. Wow, not Grace getting paired up with Winona. That was bound to fail.
Excuse me.
More importantly, I think I've moved everything over to Winona's room.
Love it.
Perfect. I sense this will be the start of a much more productive relationship.
Pardon me.
It's time Grace and I get some rest too. We have a lot to think about.
Whatever.
So long as you guys aren't making any more noise. The sound of footsteps echoes throughout the hall as everyone returns to their dorms. Alright, that's my cue to hightail it to bed. However, whenever I went to open the door, my entire body froze. I would sneeze as the first thing that people hear. Fucking hell. Alright, so we're back. Tragedy struck. My game crashed, right? And so I had to kind of replay through a lot. But good news. So I caught up to where I was in the recording previously to this one that you're watching right now. So Good news. When I messed up doing the pachinko machine, because I actually didn't do the gachapon game, right? And I didn't get to play pachinko. I played pachinko this time. And, okay, I think I might have a problem. But yeah, well, I don't need to refresh what we're doing because it'll be in the video. So I'm just going to go to Kai's room. So I did play a little bit into it before it crashed. So I didn't get far.
Over here.
Hi.
Oh, Damon. Hi. Where were you, man? You had me thinking I was going to be alone all night. I was having dinner. Dinner this late? Kind of weird, but okay.
I've got something to say.
Anyway, now that you're here, you can't leave until morning. You don't have to tell me. I need sleep too. Okay, cool. You're still sleeping on the couch, so. For the second night in a row, I was bunking here on Kai's sofa, all to avoid being vulnerable. If you hear restlessness in the background, that is Sunkiss, who is lurking because I have some food, and that food contains meat, and Sunkiss very much wants it. So he's restlessly walking around in the background, begging me to accidentally drop some. If someone did try to attack me, what would I do? Would I fight back? Would I defend myself? I have no idea. Nobody can predict the decisions they'd make in a moment of life or death. Yeah. You can always be like, oh, here's what I would do in this situation. But in the reality, you're not going to do what you theorized you were going to do. Because a lot of people, when they theorize what they're going to do, they theorize themselves as someone who can take on these threats. They don't think for a moment that they're the type of people who could freeze. They're the type of people who would run, or they're the type of people who would try to fight back, but it would be like a feral fighting back. Regardless, you wouldn't be in like a stable mindset with all three actions because your only instinct would be to survive. Nobody will know until the unthinkable actually happens. I think I made the mistake earlier. If you heard that, that is a motorcycle.
When I was little, I was a huge fan of ships. Every day I would sit on the pier and watch them disappear into the horizon, their sails billowing in the salty sea breeze. Sometimes my friend, a spindly boy with cream-colored hair, would watch with me. However, his love of ships was not nearly as potent as mine. While his interest was, at most, a small curiosity, mine was worship in every sense of the word. I yearned for the thrill of the voyage, for the sights and sounds of far-off lands, for that distant horizon to finally be at the tips of my fingers. And so, one day, I began to build a ship. When my friend found out, you know what he did? He decided to make a ship of his own! Incredible, I thought. Two young friends fighting the odds to create something far grander than themselves. I labored for 100 days and 100 nights to build my ship. Once I was finally finished, I stood back and admired my handiwork. Coincidentally, my friend finished his ship on the same day. When I saw what he had built, well, I won't tell you yet. That's what we in the industry like to call a cliffhanger. Quite devilish, no? Huh? Why are you looking at me like that?
He's not going to finish the story. He's not going to finish the story. It's going to be like, we're going to get to the next one. He's going to be like, I'm gonna tell a different story. He's never gonna finish this fucking story. And you know what? I'm not gonna pay the full price that I paid this time to that's that. I'm gonna pay half price, and I'm gonna say you'll get the other half when you finish the story. How about that financial cliffhanger? Also, again, because I've been mentioning how it is very like there's. I don't know if it's right to say religious imagery because religious imagery kind of encompasses a lot of different religions. So maybe like Christian allegories, Christian religion allegories. Or would people just understand when I say religious allegories or Bible allegories, basically, right? Maybe people will understand, so I don't have to clarify. Like these kind of Christian allegories. That was Noah's Ark, wasn't it? I don't know. Was it? I don't know. I don't remember. It was something that was like 40 days and 40 nights. Either that was how long it took him to build the ship, or that was how long the trip was. Or that may be a completely different story. But it still goes back to like Noah's Ark, like building the ship and all of that. Because everybody's an animal. And everything is pointed like to Noah's Ark or something.
Good morning, my amicable student friends. It is now 8 a.m.
But it's like this inverse happening maybe because instead of the animals getting on and like a few of Moses' family getting on to survive the floods, instead it's actually the flood is inside the ship.
Yes, I would like to raise a toast to another day of being together. Time sure does fly in a life or death situation.
It does. It really doesn't actually.
Such a shame we couldn't get a film crew on board. Just imagine your fear and anxiety preserved for posterity. Execs wouldn't know a good commercial opportunity if it walked up and bit them on the arse.
On the arse.
Well, enough about that. It's 8 a.m. Please enjoy the rest of your day.
Ugh, gross. How long have we been here now? A week? 2 weeks?
No.
It's been 4 days.
Hell no!
Are you serious? Oh, fuck me. I mean, that's still a long time, isn't it? Why haven't we oh my god, brain, focus. Why haven't we been rescued yet?
That's...
You make a good point. After 3 days of no contact from us, people must be starting to panic. Yeah, listen, if I went off to a boarding school and my parents didn't hear from me after 1 day, that'd be an issue. They're coming to the school. It don't matter where the school is. They'll find it. They'll come into the school. 1 day. Because how it's supposed to go, tell me when you get, so take the train, right? Tell me when you get on the train. Tell me when you get off the train. Keep me informed. Tell me when you get to the school. Tell me when you're about to turn in so that we know you won't be texting us for a bit. Tell us when you wake up and so on and so on. It's constant contact until the school is a verified safe place. Like, tell me if everyone's being nice to you. Not to mention, this blackmail stuff is starting to give me a headache. I wonder if I should talk to Cassidy.
You think?
And reveal her blackmail. Nah, I showed her already. She didn't care. I just want to know her secret. All those followers, yet the worst anyone can cook up is a random joke about spiders.
Right.
So that's what it is. You're scared about your blackmail.
Don't say that.
No. That stuff's already been figured out anyway. Figured out.
Another day.
I'm just tired of everyone always twisting the truth about me. Like, did you know people think I hate wearing hats? Why the heck would I hate wearing hats? At this point, I'm starting to wonder if this blackmail stuff is relative. What's embarrassing to one person could barely faze another. We already saw it happen with Toshiko. Still, what I had in mind for Kai was a lot worse than petty lies. More importantly, well, to be fair, it doesn't take long for influencers' dirty laundry to come out, so it doesn't take long for their stuff to come out. So it's like, Tozu and Maru were sitting there like, what the fuck could we possibly blackmail with him with? More shit? More importantly, if it's true that his blackmail's been sorted out, does that mean the person who received his blackmail approached him about it? Just like Wolfgang asked everyone to do? Who the heck is that?
Oh,
Oh crap, is it a murderer coming to kill us?
Seriously?
The door's unlocked. If they came here to kill us, they'd have entered by now.
Dude, no!
What are you trying to act all stoic for? If you're so brave, then just open the door. Fine. I walked over to the door and opened it, waiting on the other side.
Good morning.
Good morning, you two. Had a good sleep?
Huh?
Ingrid, what are you doing here? Why do you think I'm here? It's laundry day. Laundry day? That's right, I agreed to help her do laundry. Damn it, why the hell did I do that? Because we love Ingrid. Laundry day? Back at the pharmacy, I told everyone to leave their laundry outside their rooms. Seems you don't remember, because I'm not seeing a pile of clothes anywhere. No, I remember. I was just about to dump my laundry outside. Let me go grab it. In the meantime, if it's David you're looking for, feel free to take him. I won't complain. And just like that, he wanted nothing to do with me.
Come on.
Don't try and weasel your way out of this. You're coming along too. Huh? Why me? Cause you're so clean looking, like Damon over here. Oh, that's super nice of you to say, but like,
I don't have all day.
don't be a wet mop. It won't even take long. Now come on, pick up your laundry and let's go. Trying to fight our exhaustion, Kai and I collected the remaining clothes and followed Ingrid to the laundromat. Waiting for us inside were the last two people I expected to see.
Hey?
So these were the guys you wanted, eh? Lime.
Hell no!
I didn't even want to come. Ingrid forced me to. I'm serious. I wouldn't leave my room, so she broke down my door and dragged me here.
Tisk.
Nonsense. I just knocked.
Yeah.
Ingrid's right. She didn't drag anybody. Okay, maybe I was exaggerating a little, but it's true that I don't want to be here.
Soybean.
I could already guess soybean. I thought I was soybean.
Whatever you say.
You were. Then I revoked your title.
Hey.
At least use my actual name then. Okay, so I had a thought. Okay, so what if it's not like these are the best of their fields, but what if it's like, okay, maybe some of them are the best in their fields, but what if it's like people conspired to get rid of them, right? People from their fields, maybe some friends, family, rivals, conspired to get rid of them or something like that. I know that sounds really wild. That sounds really out there and like probably doesn't make sense. But like, okay, so if Wolfgang is like, his dad is like, oh, wolf in sheep's clothing, right? And it's like one of the things that Wolfgang doesn't seem to like is lies. So what if it was like he turned his back on his family and his dad hated that and offered him up to this thing, right? Like what if this is like a black market style thing? And then with Grace, it's like, okay, she's a rising star, but like she's someone who is young, right? And it's very much, we only want really like older people in the sport type of thing. And they didn't like how she's very prideful and all of that stuff. She's a fighter, so they signed her, so they got her into this. And the same for like Damon. Maybe he's not like what if it is like one of the things that got them wrapped up in this is just people wanted their competition gone, right? People wanted their rivals gone, their enemies gone, their betrayers gone, and all of that stuff, you know? As you can see, Ingrid, I managed to keep things in order.
Now, would you look
Sweetheart, I'm amazed. I knew I could trust you, but to actually see Grace stay put.
Wowie.
If I had a gold star, I'd stick it right on your forehead. That would be unnecessary. Why are you guys even here? To help out. You like doing laundry? I don't.
In any case.
Ingrid asked us to assist her for some reason.
Wait just a sec.
What are you saying? It's easy to see why.
So
Even though you're a lawyer, there's so much about you that screams house husband. Probably because you're so soft-spoken. Polite, too. If there's anyone the youngin should look up to, it's a gentleman.
You're too kind.
You're giving me too much credit. I can barely even cook, much less tackle the responsibilities of a parent. Yeah, so Wolfgang is the oldest of them. And it's easy to see why they keep, like, deferring to him. because he's like, out of everybody, he is the adult. Honestly, if I was Wolfgang, I would feel awkward about this whole situation because I looked at all their ages. They're all like the average is 18 here. But Wolfgang is literally the oldest, so it's just like, oh no, I'm the adult. Mind you, he's only 22. That's an adult. Yes, but you are still developing very strongly. Like, remember, 25 is like when your brain stops forming. You can finish a law degree, but you can't cook. I was too busy studying to do much else. He was probably a kid when he attended law school, so it sort of made sense. Good dad or not, one thing remains the same.
Let's get going.
You're here now, and you're gonna help me do laundry.
I get it.
I get it. You want us to start. Under Ingrid's direction, we loaded everyone's laundry into the washing machines.
Whistling while I work. And mama's liking dishes. If the health inspector finds out I'll be swimming with the fishes. Oh,
It's so early in the morning. How is she prancing around like that?
Beats me.
Hey! Don't pour the entire bottle of detergent in!
Wait. You're not Australian. What am I doing an accent for?
You weren't supposed to?
No, that's wasteful.
You didn't know that? How do you clean your own suit?
I'm still giving her Australian.
His parents probably do it for him.
It makes her voice easily differentiatable. That's not a word.
I didn't even
But you get what I
think of
mean.
That. You're totally right.
Alrighty. Looks like that was the last batch. I think we're done here.
Man.
Phew, that was way too much work. Just be grateful there were other adults to help you. This is the first time in ages I've been able to share the workload. The first time in ages?
Whatever.
If we're finished here, then I'm gonna go get breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same. You wanna come? May as well, since the dining hall is pretty close by.
Pardon me.
Shouldn't you watch the laundry?
no.
We can leave the clothes to dry. I doubt anyone's gonna steal them.
I understand.
I suppose so. Relieved to be done, Kai and I left the laundromat. Oh god, this fucking dog picture, bro.
Because I've had enough of this dude. It's kind of right out of the frame.
I can't wait. The cereal kept in that kitchen has to be the tastiest stuff ever. Eating it makes me feel like a brand new person. With the ways his eyes sparkled, you'd think we were going on holiday or to a theme park. Anything but breakfast in a shitty old building. In a way, I almost envied him. Eating your feelings, unable to understand the bigger picture. Inside the confines of this killing game, this simple life sounded great. I mean, there's not else you could do. You gotta find those little moments in tragedy, bro. Whoa. Hi, Ava. Were you here the whole time? No, I was leaving my room when I spotted you two, so I came over. I'm gonna talk to Damon. Huh?
You see?
This might be sudden, but I really need to show you something. Oh, my voice. We've barely talked since the incident in the pharmacy. Well, that's not true. We literally did a free time event with her. I wonder how many people went to go talk to her, though. After, like, it's revealed. Like, I wonder how many people actually went to go seek her out after that. To, like, for a free time event. We've barely talked since the incident in the pharmacy, if at all. And now she suddenly wants to share information? I promise this will be worth your time.
Look at this.
Come on, can you just come with me? What does she want to tell me so badly? Could she have my blackmail? That would be really unlucky. All right, but we should find somewhere private to talk.
Thanks.
Okay, follow me.
Dude, no.
Huh? Dude, you can't just leave me? And following the ultimate liar to a random dark area during a killing game? That's a death wish right there.
Wait.
Oh, wait. I forgot that she's a... Never mind. You two have fun. Freaking mathlete. Laughing to himself, Kai strolled past us and into the dining hall.
Moving on.
Let's go to one of the downstairs storage rooms. No one ever goes there.
Right.
All right. I want to see everyone's blackmail. We walked to our destination in silence. Once we entered the room, Ava took a glance outside. Finally, we're alone.
Look.
This is what I wanted to show you. She pulled out a familiar envelope and handed it to me. I quickly opened it. With his weapons at hand, Desmond guards the only one he trusts. Huh? This blackmail wasn't mine.
That's...
Ava, why are you showing this to me? Because I'm worried, duh. Duh. It was just one word, but it sounded so weird coming from her.
You see?
This blackmail shows that Desmond has a bunch of dangerous weapons at his disposal. The kind of stuff that would give someone a huge advantage in a killing game. It would stand to reason.
Correct.
Also, this blackmail isn't a personal secret, so telling him about it wouldn't give him any relief. If anything, telling him could put me in danger. That's true, I guess. But why are you telling me this? It's not like I can do anything to help.
It's because I trust you.
Oh, she said it. Never mind. Huh?
Where?
You took my side way back at the beginning, remember? We were the only people who refused to listen to that lawyer. And you helped solve the mystery behind the whole case. No one thanked you, though. I'm really sorry about how things turned out. The other students wouldn't have treated you unfairly if it wasn't for me. If it means anything, I never thought to blame you for that. Since you showed me your blackmail, I should probably return the favor. I got Wolfgang's. Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of cryptic. Here, I have it on me. I pulled the envelope out of my pocket and handed it to Ava, who quickly opened it. It's a photo of his parents. The quote on the back. What do you make of it?
Interesting.
This confirms it. I was right.
Huh?
Right about what? Wolfgang being suspicious. Duh. Again with the does.
What could it be?
Look at how this message is written. It's obviously implying that his dad did something bad. If Wolfgang takes after his dad, there must be a reason for that, right?
I see.
Yeah, but how are we supposed to discern what that reason is? It's possible Wolfgang picked up on his dad's bad habits, and that's what the blackmail is referring to. But we have no idea what his dad is like, do we?
Rage.
How annoying. If only people were smart enough to listen to me, then they wouldn't be stuck under such a suspicious guy's thumb. That's the thing, though. The reason they didn't listen was because she called herself the ultimate liar. Calling herself that only made people distrust her. At that point, I knew I had to finally speak my mind.
That's not it.
Why did you do it? Huh? The ultimate liar thing, and lying to us about the watches to hide it. You knew you were in a dangerous situation. Why would you draw so much negative attention to yourself like that? Don't you realize how much danger this has put you in? You know you can't run away this time. Give me an answer. She hesitated for a moment, then she finally looked at me.
Because I felt powerless.
Powerless? Even before we knew we were in a killing game, my hands were already tied. I'd been kidnapped and abandoned somewhere. All these different things were happening at once, and I didn't know what to do.
It's not fair.
Being the ultimate math lead in that kind of situation would just make me look weak, just like it always has. If I wasn't smart about what I did, I'd never make it.
But most of all,
So I lied about my title. I gave myself a talent that people would find intimidating. The title Ultimate Liar popped up in my head. It's a name I've always really connected with. So that's who I became. She pretended to be the ultimate liar in order to feel more confident. For a while, it actually worked. I managed to compose myself during the investigation and the mock trial. Even after Tozu announced the killing game, I still had it in me to argue with Wolfgang. It finally felt like I wasn't going to be the one people walked over. But it all fell apart when my true talent was revealed.
that's how it ended up this way.
That's how it... Oh. Never mind. There were so many questions running through my mind. Her talent didn't sound as impressive compared to others, but did it really justify taking such extreme measures? mean her talent didn't sound impressive? Like when she described it, like in the free time events, it's like it was a bit more than just in math, but like that other part is literally just disregarded by people. Girl, Ava, you need confidence. Did she not really see the harm in lying like that? I had no idea. I had no idea myself. If I sound a little tired and a little woozy than before, it's because like this is like a day later when I'm recording this because I had to really get back to where I was. But also, I'm still shaking off like some Zyrtec, so. Because my eyes in that last recording were fighting. I was fighting for my life with my eyes in that last, in like the first half of this video because oh my god. So that's basically what it is. I'm still trying to shake it off. So that's all it is. No idea if she acted in self-defense or simply to feel superior. It all seems so destructive. Everything about it, including the supposed solution, it was so self-destructive. Can an ultimate hate their own talent that much? Yeah.
Listen to me.
Hey, don't tell anyone else about this. If Wolfgang or Winona find out, they're never gonna leave me alone. Your secret is safe with me.
Okay.
From now on, though, we need to trust each other, because otherwise, we're alone in this.
Thanks.
Okay. This girl was pretty confusing, and clearly not conscious of her own safety. But she still trusted me. That much was clear when she showed me Desmond's blackmail. If this means we're allies now, I think I'm fine with that.
Well?
Should we go now? Hang on, there's still one more thing I want to ask. What is it?
Yeah.
Did you make any headway on that poster in the pharmacy? The poster with the toes with Tozu on it? Yeah, have you figured out what it means?
No.
Well, not really.
Seriously?
What? Seriously? When I was playing the pachinko, I did try to go back into there to maybe see if I could figure it out, but it's not even like clickable, so I'm guessing you'll figure it out like after like the case happens or something, or during the investigation probably. Too much stuff has happened since then and I forgot. That's okay. After you having your true talent exposed, I can understand why your mind was on other things.
Anyway.
In any case, when we have the time, we should take another look at it. Oh my god, you know what I may think of when I about Ava's talent, like, and how she's good at like so many other stuff. You get it? Because like it's a Mean Girls quote, because math is the same in every language. I have faith in you, Ava. Don't worry. I hate math, but people like you are important. It's like that's the thing about people don't understand, especially nowadays. It's like just because you don't like something or you don't enjoy something doesn't necessarily mean it's not needed or it's not important. Like I fucking hate snow, right? But in the midst of climate change, I do appreciate its existence because it's just like it snowed fully yesterday. Like roads were covered and stuff like that. Like it was white. Like that's how that amount of snow. And it was just like, you're supposed to be here, so I will accept you being here. Right? So that's kind of how it feels. It's like I'm not good at math. I literally hate math. I hate everything relating to it. But it is an important thing that people need to take seriously. And so people do need to appreciate the work that people who are mathematicians, who are astrologists or astrophysicists and all of that stuff, they do, right? They don't, that's the problem with the world. Nobody appreciates the scientists because people would rather fucking drink raw milk. Like at least drink like what, soy milk or like what's the almond milk or something. Jesus, it is ridiculous. Raw milk, bro. What is wrong with you? Ew. And it's the same with like the art and the humanities. It's like people do not understand how important it is, right? Because like what was it? Something happened where there was like an art piece that was defiled, right? And people were trying to be like, oh, why would you do that? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, here's the thing about these art pieces, these like wonders of the world and all of that stuff. These things don't matter if the people who know the context of it do not exist. You can sit here and be like, this is the most important painting in the world. If everyone fucking dies and aliens stumbled upon it, it wouldn't fucking matter. This would just be nothing, a piece of paper to them, because the people who could give it meaning don't exist anymore. And that's the thing people do not understand about the arts and humanities. We are what gives soul this stuff meaning. Not just people who are into art and stuff like that, but we as human beings are what gives so much of this stuff meaning. Like, we're the people who say green means this or red means that, all right? Having this type of suit means this, or this type of dress means that. The color of the colors on the flag mean this. The symbols carved on like a column mean that, and all of that. If humans don't exist, all of this stuff doesn't matter. It won't matter. It's just rocks. Athens is just rocks after we're gone. What else? The Grand Canyon is just a fucking canyon after that. It doesn't matter. Yellowstone doesn't matter. The Mona Lisa doesn't matter if we do not exist. That's the part people do not understand. We are what gives these things meaning, not the other way around. All right, tangent over. Tangent over. In any case, when we have the time, we should look into it. We should take another look at it. Agreed. So yeah, we're probably gonna see it, look at it during the case, because I'm telling you, I don't know. I feel like Jean figured it out, and he might have went in that room. It might be Jean, because he was lurking before, and it was open. It means that they didn't plan for nobody else to look. They didn't plan for nobody to be up, right? Agreed. Great. Ava went silent for a moment, twiddling her strand of hair between her fingers. You know, I'm impressed that feather is like staying in her hair as long as it is. Then she did something I'd never seen her do before. She smiled. Oh, she's happy. With our conversation have run its course, Ava and I began to trek back to the dining hall. Today might have opened with a bang, but it seemed that thunderclouds were already starting to part. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unbeknownst to me, an even greater storm was still on the horizon. Oh no. Inside the dining hall, chaos had erupted.
Dumbass!
Hand it over! Grace was screaming at Eloise, who stood cowering in the corner. What happened to I don't like fighting someone weaker than me? I said hand it over.
Miss Madison!
Grace, please. You don't even know if she actually has it. I've already ruled out the rest of you. Don't try to stop me.
Seriously?
What? Do you know whose blackmail we have? Not everyone's, but most people's. Jet has Toshiko's. Mark has Ingrid's.
Fail.
That doesn't sound like most people.
Hell no!
How are you so chill? She just revealed who you have. It's not like there's anything to hide. Ingrid's blackmail is that she uses some out-of-date cleaning supplies.
Honestly?
Hardly a revelation, if you ask me.
That's enough.
Blackmail this, blackmail that. What does it matter when people are fighting?
Shut it!
That fencer girl has been giving me the side eye ever since the blackmail was announced. There's no other explanation.
Whoa.
You guys gonna be stuck with the bad Australian accent then, because it makes her easily to distinguish. Hey, stop that.
Give me a moment.
It's okay. I've got it. Eloise reached inside her pocket and pulled out a crumpled envelope. Grace immediately snatched it out of her hands and ripped it open. I was right. This is mine.
Dumbass!
You better not have shown this to anyone. Grace stomped straight into the kitchen. She tore the envelope and the photo it contained to shreds and then flushed everything down the sink. Oh my god. Ava, Damon, why are you too late?
Come again?
Is this an interrogation? We need to keep track of everyone to make sure they're not in any danger. What about what the fuck was just happened there? We're not going to talk about her behavior just now? Besides, you shouldn't be slinking off to strange corners of the building, especially with all the suspicion you're already under.
Gross.
We were just discussing the blackmail motive in private. That is what you told everyone to do, right? Yes, I did. Then there should be no problems. Pleased by Wolfgang's look of defeat, I redirected myself to the pantry. as I weighed upon what to eat, ignoring the golfer girl still heaving over the sink nearby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're missing some. Hey? Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Jet, Toshiko, and Cassidy are missing. No one mentioned anything about blood. I imagine someone in here has to know what blood smells like, so no one's mentioned anything about that, so I guess everything is okay. We're probably gonna find Toshiko in here crying or something. Bang. Oh, the entrance doors flung open and an energetic voice broke through the silence.
Yo!
Hey guys! Slung over Cassidy's shoulder was a bright red carry bag. Following right behind her with a carry bag of his own. Yo!
What you doing?
Huh? What's the matter? You all look super down in the dumps.
Shut up.
Shh. Just forget about it.
Okay.
If you say so. Cassidy walked over to the dining table and plopped the bag on top of it.
Hey!
What's with the bag?
Duh.
Nothing much. Just, she rummaged around in the bag and pulled out a cartridge. Oh my god. Printed on the cover in large bolded letters. Sublime Slam Sisters Extreme? What's that?
Check it out.
Only the best fighting game to ever grace our mortal fingertips. People didn't think much of it upon release. The developers even went bankrupt because of the low sales. But it's known nowadays as a cult classic, and a physical copy can sell for thousands.
You get me?
Some works of art aren't appreciated in their time,
Not a chance.
But Cass and I aren't about to repeat the sins of the past. Finding the crystal skull of video games warrants a party. And what better way to party than to hold a Slam Sisters tournament right here?
Oh, really?
You mean inside this dining hall?
You know me.
Don't worry about the technical stuff. What we haven't already stuffed into these duffel bags, Mark's gonna help us set up. Whatever. There's going to be an SSE tournament?
I must take note of this.
Where did you manage to find this video game? I don't remember cataloging anything like that.
Elementary,
Oh, it was inside my dorm. There's actually a lot of low budget, low profit games in there. This is the only multiplayer game though.
Yep.
By the way, we're gonna need an even number of people attending this thing, so you gotta bring a partner if you want to join.
Good to know.
A game tournament, eh? Don't see much issue with it. We'll do a little levity.
What if...
When's it happening though? Tomorrow.
Uh...
Okay, what time? That we haven't figured out.
Okay.
We want to be flexible. The more people, the better.
I see.
Any time is fine by me. Same. I never heard of this game before, but since you're saying it's good,
Thinking.
what about
Thinking.
in the morning? Huh?
You see?
When I was training my talent, I did most of my studying at 9 a.m. The brain is most active and ready to absorb information around that time. Well, that's not true. At least not for me.
So,
I think this effect could help our video game skills. Our video game skills? A 9 a.m. tourney, huh? Wouldn't be the first time.
Yep.
Screw it. Let's do 9 a.m. One after the announcement. Was Ava seriously interested in the tournament?
That's not...
Hey, can I say something? Isn't it a little much to be playing games in a situation like this? Shouldn't we be trying to escape? We already tried, didn't we? There's no escape anywhere. Not even in that pharmacy.
It's for the best.
Think of it as a bonding event, Miss Tallner. Within this killing game, creating new memories with our classmate is the most productive thing we can do.
I'm sure.
After all, if we don't trust each other, we will fall into chaos. But do you trust everyone? You want everyone to trust you, but do you trust everyone else? And I'm not even talking about Ava and Damon. I'm talking about everybody else. Do you trust them? Mr. Lawyer Man? Thought so. I see. Still, I'm not very comfortable with it. Admittedly, I'm also a little hesitant about attending. I'm not sure if I will have the time for it. What could you possibly be doing? Considering his new bunk buddy, it made sense why.
Sorry.
Same. I'm going to be a little busy. What the fuck are you guys going to be doing?
No matter.
However, don't let my absence be a distraction. Enjoy your time together with all your heart. We will face the evils of the killing game together.
You can do it.
Right, everyone, let's do our best.
Atta girl.
Agreed. Looks like you managed to spin our little game into something meaningful. Invigorated by Wolfgang's words, the room descended into chatter about the tournament. With everyone preoccupied, I finally prepared breakfast and returned to my dorm. Cassidy and her lackey sure were taking it easy, organizing an entire game tournament, expecting it to be a bonding exercise. Totally unaware that just a little earlier we were fighting over who had what blackmail. It would be funny if it weren't so frustrating. For the rest of the day, I'll steer clear of the subject and avoid any partygoers. Who else was attending the tournament again? Free time? Oh, fuck yeah! You know what this means. Pachinko time!